Good morning, friends. So we are talking about DAX functions, and most of the functions we discussed: string, logical functions, date and time, math and statistical functions, and filter functions. We'll take it tomorrow, and time intelligence functions we'll see today. So, what do you mean by time intelligence functions? So let us understand the meaning of that. It means that doing calculations over time or date periods. So that is the meaning of time intelligence functions. So time intelligence means what? It means that doing the calculations over time or date periods, right? It needs date column to perform operations. If you don't have a date column, definitely time intelligence functions are not going to work. So what kind of a questions people would ask? People wanted to know what is the sales happened current year, what is the sales happened last year, okay, what is the current quarter sales, what is the last quarter sales, what is the growth rate of current quarter to last quarter, current year to last year, okay. And this year October month sales is this much, last year October month what is the sales. So this kind of a questions people are going to be asking. Clear? So the management wanted to know last year Christmas, this is the sales, and this year Christmas, what is the sales, or this Christmas, this is the sales, and last year Christmas, what is the sales, something like that. Okay, the 2020 quarter one sales is this much. I wanted to know 2019 same period sales. This kind of a questions are asked. All these comes under time intelligence functions. Clear? So we have to use especially date and time table the other day we have created, right? So if you don't have a dim date or date and time table, then definitely time intelligence functions cannot be implemented as part of your DAX. So we have to use a date table, and we knew how to create a date table with the calendar and with calendar auto. So hope you have remembered that, right? And hope you have practiced that. So this date column must contain continuous values, no nulls, and unique values. Using dim date or dim time table, we're going to be achieving time intelligence functions. Okay, to make intelligence functions work properly, make them okay, make them date table. What is the meaning? Now quickly go back to my Power BI. Now let us take AdventureWorks database where we have products data, customers data, sales data, right? Now quickly I wanted to open AdventureWorks. So I'll go to transform data, click on transform data. New source, Excel workbook. Now I wanted to use AdventureWorks retail data. It is not my own data. This data given by Microsoft for learning purpose. Okay. So I'm planning to use the same thing. And we have couple of tables that I wanted to load. We have a customers table, we have a products table, we have a sales table. Okay. I don't want to take a dim date now. I would like to take customer table, products table, sales table. Let me click on OK. Right now, this is what is my table. In the customer table, you don't get a date and time columns. Do you get customer ID, geography ID? So something like this. If you don't need geography ID, you can just remove this column. And title also I don't need. Remove the columns. First name, middle name, last name, name style I don't need. All these, birth date may be there. So I have marital status, lot of other things I don't need. Okay. So let me delete all this data. You need not delete it, but let me delete to reduce the space in the Power Pivot model. So I have some data here. Okay, I have some data here. So except birth date, you don't have any date and time here. So if you go to products Product key, product name, color, black color, red color items are available, category name and subcategory name, and only these 5 columns are available. Total 397 rows are available. If you go to sales table, you have a product key, order date key, due date key, ship date key, customer key. Which customer, what is the product he purchased? Okay. And when he purchased, so that is order date. So when is the due date to make the payment, ship date, blah, blah, blah. Lot of things are there. So we have, what is the sales amount or tax amount, lot of other columns are available. Clear? So that is fine. Now, this is my sales date. Now, if I wanted to work with, how many orders placed in the current month, so that we can easily get it. I wanted to know what is the, sales happened in the current month as well as in the previous month. So I wanted to get this kind of reports. What is the sales happened in the current quarter as well as in the last quarter? If you wanted to get it, you have to have a one date table. So we cannot use sales order date because here the name, the date values are not unique, which are duplicated. But we need to have one date and time table. You have unique values. Unique means no duplicates. So the data should not get duplicated. In this, data is duplicated. 0107, 0107 is duplicated because one day many customers can buy the products. Okay. So in this table, you have duplicate data. You may have also nulls, but not continue dates will not be there. So I cannot use order date column. I cannot take order date column to perform time intelligence calculations. Definitely it is not going to work. Clear? To perform time intelligence, definitely we need to create one dim date table. So in the dim date table, what are the properties we need to set? Continuous values will be there, no nulls in that column, and unique values are there. So we can create a calendar column. So I had shown you a couple of options in the previous sessions. So but here the customer is bringing me some date and time table. I wanted to use that table. So let me quickly go, and there is a date and time table got created. Okay. So in this, we have a date key, full date, year number, semester number, quarter number, month number, week number, day number. So this is English month name. This is Telugu month name. Okay. I have some date field is created here from 2005-01, 2005-02. Continuous dates will be there till I think we have some 3 to 4 years data. It got added till 2009. And I think 2000 plus rows are available. 2010 December 31st data, continuous data for all the years. So this is the date table I have created, not I have created. The customer is planning to give you, they have given. Or if they don't have, you know how to create this date and time table, right? So you need to give date, or you can say full date, whatever it is, year number, semester number, quarter number, month number, this number, that number, whatever you want to give, you can give it here. So this is my date and time table I wanted to use. So these three parameters are applicable. Continuous values will be there, no null values are available as part of full date, and unique values are available. When you take this date, no null values are available in this. Plus no duplicates are available in this. Continuous dates are there, 01, 02, January 1st, January 2nd, January 3rd, January 4th. Continuous dates will be there. So all these parameters are applicable. So I have to bring this table into my model. Then I'm going to be using to work with the time intelligence functions. Even though we have a date column which is available as part of our sales table, but this date column is having a duplicated data. This date column is having not unique values, and there is no continuous values also. So there is a lot of duplicate data. So I cannot use sales table as a date and time table. So I cannot use an order date column as a real date column at all for calculations purpose. Clear? So now if I wanted to perform calculations, the step number one, either I need to create a dim date table or I have to bring it. So since I have a dim date table given by customer, I am planning to bring it. So how to create a dim date table already we discussed. That is also one more option, you can use it. So I wanted to use dim date table, click on OK. Am I clear? Now it is available, date key, full date and blah blah blah. I want to simply close and apply. I want to simply close and apply. So loading all the data into the Power Pivot model. It is loading all the data. So once data is being loaded, you have to mark dim date as date and time table. So that is completely a new step that you need to do it as part of visualization. Okay. To make intelligence functions work properly, mark date table as date and time table. So this is a step that we have to use them. And let me done. So I have to go to dim date table, right click on this, mark as table as mark as date table. So this is the one you must do it. Okay. So I'm into visualization, right? You have to go there and you can do it here, or there is an option mark as a date table. That is also fine. You can select this and choose this option as part of table tools, or right click on this, say mark as date table. Click on this. Now you need to have one column that is having no nulls, unique values, which is the column where you have it is a date and time column, and no nulls, no duplicates, nothing, validated successfully. These three parameters are applicable. Continuous values must be there, no nulls, and unique values. So get that kind of a column and create this as a date and time table. So validated successfully. Click on OK. This is a very, very important step that you must do it without fail. Otherwise, you cannot work with time intelligence functions. Am I clear? Let us understand the first function. So the first function is total MTD, month to date values I wanted to get it. So again, I wanted to get a total QTD, quarter to date values I would like to have it. Total YTD, year to date values I would like to have it. So what is the meaning of total? For example, let me give you some data. Okay. So I have some data here. Let us say I have some order date. Okay. I have some sales amount. Let us say Jan 1st there is a sales happened. Okay, Jan 2nd there is a sales happened. This is a 10 and a 20. Clear? And again Jan 10th. Jan 10th the sales happened. Let us say 10. Then the next sales is happened in February, February 6 like this. Okay. So February let us say 09, some sales has happened, let us say 15 bucks. So this is what is my sales table. I have it. Now I wanted to know what is total MTD, month to date sales. This is the data I have it. Okay. This is the data I have it. I wanted to know what is the total month to date sales. So how it is going to be calculating? Total month to date is always a running total. That is what you need to understand. Running total. How running total? Like this. 10 plus 20 equals to how much? So 10, nothing will be there. It will be blank here. So 10 plus 20, the running total will be 30. Okay. 30 plus 10, the running total will be 40. Okay. So month ends here. Month is going to be ending here. So month to date is going to be calculating running totals till the month end. Again, it is going to be starting here. This month, you don't have anything for the next day. Next, so what will happen? 6 plus 15, it will be 21. Okay, something like this. It is going to be creating running totals. So this is what is called month to date. Okay, it is a month to date. So monthly wise running total it is going to be creating. This is a daily sales or monthly sales, whatever you want to have. Monthly sales you have like this, and using that I'm going to be getting a running totals month wise. Clear? So tomorrow I have 2010 sales, 2011 sales, 2012 sales. Okay, I have sales $10 billion, $20 billion, $30 billion, and 2013, let us say $44 billion, something like this, or $12 billion. Now I wanted to know total year TD. So year to date, that's what. Okay, it is going to be giving you running total year wise. Okay, if you sorry. Okay, so I think I have to make it here. So if you have a year wise data, I have only 1 year data, right? So let me bring this data here. I have 20. It is Jan 2020 data. Let me say like this. It is February 2020 data, something like this. Okay, so it is going to be doing sales is 12. Again, let me give like this. So it is going to giving you February data. Like we have March data. Like that I have. March data is 5. Again, 2010, again you will be able to get, Jan 2011 data. Again, February 2011 data. Again, March 2011 data. I have some data like this. Now, I wanted to get, YTD sales. That means year to date. So, the calculations are going to be, running total is going to be happening over year. So, 10, it is 10 only. So, 10 plus 12, 22, you will be able to get it here, and 12 plus 5 is 27 you're going to be getting. When the year number changes, then it is going to be resetting. Now the sales is $4 billion, $3 billion, and $5 billion, or you may say $9 billion. So when the year changes, because it is a total YTD, so the sales is the same sales here. 5 plus 3 equals to 8. Running total is going to be giving, but year wise 8 plus 9, it is equal to 17. So it is going to be resetting the value year wise because it is total YTD. Clear? Total MTD means it is going to be giving you running total, but monthly, when the month changes, it is going to be resetting the calculations. Clear? So this is what is MTD, what is MTD, what is YTD, what is the QTD, quarter wise date, okay, quarter wise sales, and running total quarter wise, okay, running totals month wise, running totals in year wise, running totals week wise, running totals day wise, like that. YTD, MTD, QTD, WTD, lot of options are available. If you understand once, and remaining things you should be able to understand very, very easily. Did you get clearly or not? So what is MTD? So to get MTD, so I would like to get month to date, or I would like to get quarter to date, I would like to get year to date. So if I want to create this, because I have to summarize the data. If you want to summarize the data, what is that we are going to be creating? We are going to be creating a measure, not the column, because I will take some of the portion of the table, not complete table, right? I'm going to be taking only these three and creating one kind of a aggregations on it. So if you wanted to work on not complete data, only take portion of the data and create lot of aggregations on that. Means you have to go in for measure. You need to create a measure. So total MTD sales. total MTD. So you are going to be aggregating sum of sales amount. Okay. So sum of sales amount based on what? Based on the full date. Clear? So now I want to simply go here. New measure. We should not create this one. You have to go in for a new measure. So what is that we need to create? Total MTD sales will have it. Okay. Total MTD sales. Okay. You wanted to use total MTD and a total QTD, total YTD. These three options are available. I am planning to use total MTD. So MTD, what is that you would like to summarize? I would like to use sum, and what is it? We have sales amount. This is what I wanted to aggregate. So I wanted to aggregate what? I would like to aggregate the sales amount based on the month. Based on the month, I would like to aggregate running totals. I would like to get it. Now, if I give a date column, because it needs a date column. So we have a date column where we have a date column available as part of sales also. Okay. So when I go here, I hear order date column is available here. Order date column is available here, but if I give order date column, will it work? It is not going to work because these three things are missing. What are these three things are missing? Order date will not have continuous values. Order date will not, we should have no nulls and unique values. So these things are missing in that column. If I give you that column, if I use that column there, it is not going to work. It is not going to bring the running total. Now let me quickly go back to my visualization. Now this is my visualization. I have created something. Now I wanted to take a table. Now let me take the table here. Now I wanted to have year wise. So always you go to the dim date table to get the year number. Now within the year number, now you go, you say don't summarize year numbers. Now let me go change the style and everything first so that the grid is, let me have a 22. The font is more and I would like to have border is on. Okay. Now year wise, and I wanted to have month wise. Let me drag and drop month. So month is also don't summarize. Okay. So it is month wise. Then if you need English month name, Telugu month name, English month name is this. Okay. So month wise January, February, blah, blah, blah. We have just now created total MTD sales that is available here. Drag and drop this. Okay. Now see, it is not at all properly giving. I would like to add sales also. Let me give you sales table from here. Where is the sales table? Sales amount is also available here. I wanted to have sales amount here. Now, if you see, sales is happening here. This is what is the sales, and I'm able to get the same things. It is not able to, get different years data. What could be the reason? I'm not able to get different years data. I'm getting some of the columns from the date and time table. I'm getting some of the columns from the sales table. I'm getting the same data. I'm not able to get a different data. Forget about total MPD here. What could be the reason I'm getting this? So the reason is we did not create a primary key and foreign key relationship between dim data table and sales table. So that is what is missing. If you say anytime same numbers, if you say anytime same numbers, because we are retrieving the data, year number from here, sales from here. So you need to create a relationship between sales and a dim date. Go here. Now, where is your dim date table? Where is your sales table? So this is my sales table, right? So I have to take order date and I have to link to full date. Order date and full date, I need to link it here so that these tables are linked. When these are linked, we should be able to create a single visualization. Now you see the things are changing. Have you seen it? Now I have created a total MTD, but according to that, we're supposed to get like this. We're supposed to get like this, but are we getting like this? The same data it is able to give you, it is not able to give you any other data. So running totals are missing here, right? So this is a completely wrong column. So let me remove it here and let me go back and modify. Where is that column available? I have this column available here. Now this is the column I should not use. So where I have a full date. So this is the one I must use it and press enter. Clear? So now I want to do take this and drag and drop. Now you see what is happening here. So let me drag and drop like this, and 1 minute, guys. It is able to sort like this. So sorting is the problem here. So let me have let me take one filter so that you can understand this data clearly. Okay, the data is coming up properly. So let me take this to corner. Let me have a filter function here so that you will understand. Let me have a filtering here. Oh, sorry. Let me take filter. So I wanted to create year number as a filter. I quickly go back here and create a border first and go to the triangle button, make list and increase the font. Items, when you go to items, you should be able to increase the font in this. Okay, let us take 1 year data and let us concentrate on that. I don't have the data. Let me take 2006 data. Okay, now I wanted to take year wise data. You supposed to get 5 and 5 plus 10 you supposed to get it, but I think you're able to get the same thing. What is the issue here? 1 minute. Let me guys delete this. Okay, so I made a mistake because I'm taking a monthly data. I wanted to add day wise also. So okay, so let me take it day wise and let me drag and drop this column. Now you see this clearly. Okay, now January 1st and the day 1 sales is this much and day 2 sales is this much. Okay, this plus this is equivalent to this because we are talking about monthly wise sales. If you wanted to accumulate monthly consists of days, right? You need to have days wise data. So I did not include a day number. That is my mistake. Clear? So when you include a day number, so you will have first day sales, second day sales, third day sales, fourth day sales. The first day sales is this much, second day sales is this much in 2005. Clear? Like that, this plus this equals to this. So when you switch to next month, clear? When you switch to next month, February, so this is going to be ending. So January end, the sales is 5 lakh something. So when the month starts, it is going to be resetting the value. Okay, when the month starts, it is going to be resetting the value. The starting value is 18,000. Now you're going back 18,000 again, say next month also this one. So this plus this plus this plus this. plus this. Like that, you will be able to get it. When the month changes, it is going to be resetting the value. Clear? It is going to be resetting the value. Like that, you should be able to get the values very, very easily. This is what is called month to date sales. So instead of having month to date sales, let me control C and create one more thing, that is year to date, or let me create a quarter to date. New measure I would like to create. Okay, so copy paste the same formula. It is not month to date, it is QTD. So here we need to use what? Total QTD. The things will not change. Sales amount and full date time will not change. That is as it is. So I wanted to get year number. Then I wanted to include what is called as a quarter number as well. Year number. Then let me take quarter number or include it here. So year number, then we have a quarter number. After that we have MTD. Let me remove MTD. Let me take QTD. Let me drag and drop QTD here. So when you take a QTD, it is going to be giving. Let me remove month names and everything. Okay. Let me remove day names also so that you will understand. See, now the starting salary is 5. Okay, quarter number 1. Quarter will have first month, second month, this month. Clear? So this and this plus this is equals to this. This plus this equals to this, and a quarter 1 change. When the quarter 1 changes, it is going to be resetting. So it is going to be starting with this. Clear? So like that, it is going to be changing value by value, or quarter by quarter, it is going to be changing. Clear? So you have quarter 1. How many months are there? For these 3 months, you will be able to get running total. For these 3 months, the second quarter, you will be able to get running total. It is a total QTD. So like that, you can go in for any filter. So I would like to remove the filter, means you can remove the filter by clicking on eraser. If you need the filter, you can click on the filter like this. Clear? So like that, you should be able to understand. This is very, very simple. You can check for month to date, quarter to date, year to date. Only the function is going to be changing here. So remaining things are as it is. Okay, this will not change. Only this. It is year-wise calculation it's going to be giving. So year-wise means Jan, Feb, March data you have it for 2010. Then again, Jan, Feb, March, April data you have it for 2020. Like that, it is going to be creating aggregations or running totals based on the yearly, year wise, based on the quarter, based on the month wise. Okay, so running totals month wise, running totals quarter wise, running totals year wise. Am I clear? So this is what is called total MTD, total QTD, total YTD. Right? So we have in MDX, this is a DAX, right? DAX we're going to be using in Power BI. In MDX, multi-dimensional expressions, the same functions are available. There we have a WTD, week to date. Then lot of other things also there. Okay. So week to date is available, but week to date is not available. Okay. Now, we have to understand one more function called calculate function. Calculate function is part of the filter function. I did not take filters functions, right? So you may not be able to understand what is a calculate. Wanted to create a measure by applying some filter data. For example, I wanted to create a DAX function, get only black color product. So what is the total sales? I wanted to apply filter now. Okay, so when you go to a sales table, and what is the sales amount? I have it sales amount here, but I wanted to know. I go here. I go and I wanted to apply sales amount. So color wise, where is the color? Color is available here. Product color is available here. Color wise. Okay. So what is the total sales has happened? Sales amount. Okay. Now I go here. I go to border, make it on. Now style, make it to flashy rows, and grid, increase the this size. Now this is what is the size. Now I wanted to know what is the sales for the black color products. Clear? So normally what we do, we create a filter. We create a filter. Either we create a filter at the Power Query level, or we can write a DAX query. If you wanted to write a DAX query, we have to write the DAX query. Without a DAX query, if you want to apply a filter, so you can double click on this and drag and drop color. Where is the color? Products, color, drag and drop like this. Now you have black color items, and go switch on the border. You have all colors, not only black color, all color items are available. Go to items and increase the font. Increase the font to 22. I want to have only black color items. So this is the sales I'm able to get it. I need a red color. Some items the color is not applicable. Okay. And for sometimes the color is not applicable. Like that, I would like to get the sales for this. But without applying anything, I wanted to get a black color item sales. Okay. So that is when we are going to be using calculate function. Clear? So we are going to be using a calculate, then sum of sales. Here you drag and drop the black color item. So that is what we're going to be doing. Okay. So this one we'll be discussing tomorrow, but you should know calculate function to work with some more time intelligence functions. Okay. So what is the calculate function, which is a part of filter functions? Want to create a measure by applying a filter. What is a applying filter? I wanted to know what is the total sales amount for black color product. I would like to create a DAX query. So here we did not create a DAX query. We applied with the help of a filter visualization, slicer visualization. We have used it. We simply clicking on this. So without using this, you create a DAX formula. You drag and drop the DAX formula so that it can give you black color item. So calculate function is going to be used. It is going to be creating a measure by applying a filter. What type of item you wanted to filter? What is that you would like to filter? So that option you can give, and it is going to be creating a lot of calculations on that data. Clear? So that is what is called calculate. So this function we're going to be discussing in filter functions. Clear? So now I wanted to understand some more time intelligence functions. Many times people are going to be asking, what is the previous day sales? What is the previous month sales? What is the previous quarter sales? What is the previous year sales? Clear? So if you want to get what is the previous year sales, we have to use calculate function. It is calculating sum of sales amount based on the previous year. I wanted to filter previous year data. So if you wanted to filter something, after filtering, I would like to aggregate something. So if you wanted to filter something, we must use calculate. Clear? So there is a function called previous year function that I would like to get it. Now current year sales you can get it, but I wanted to get previous year sales also. I want to get current quarter sales. Along with many reports, people will ask you, I need a previous quarter sales, current month sales, previous month sales, like that. Current day sales, previous day sales. If you want to get it, you should be able to use this function. The functions are called previous day, previous month, previous quarter, previous year. So earlier we have discussed about what function? Total MTD, total QTD, total YTD. Clear? Now the next important functions are called as previous year, previous quarter, previous month, previous day. Let me start with the previous year. Okay, let me go. And I wanted to create a measure. So simply you go and click on a new measure. Okay, let me delete. Okay, so let me go to Let me create all these things as part of the dim timetable only. So I wanted to create a new measure. Now, what is the measure I would like to have it? I would like to have previous year sales. Okay, not the current year sales. So I have to use calculate. So I would like to sum what I would like to say sales amount. Okay, so close the bracket. Now, based on what previous year sales. Okay, there is a function previous year sales. It is going to be taking a column called full date. You have to use full date from the dim date, and you must use it. So I have created one function, one measure previous year sales. Now I want to quickly go back and get some data. So now you go here, drag and drop a table. Now create a table like this. Now I wanted to get year wise, so I have to go to year wise. Now let us say sales. What is the sales? Sales, you can get it from here. You can get it from here. So where is the sales amount? Sales amount is here. Now I want to quickly go back and apply border. Now go up and style flashy rows and come down to the grid and come down, and you have a text size, let us have 25. Okay, this is a sales amount, but I want to have previous year sales. This is current year 2005 sales. So I want to go to dim date. I have a previous year sales. Where is that option? This is the one I wanted to use it here. So have you seen correctly? So this is the 2005 sales. So this is the current month sales. Previous sales is this much. Okay, this you're able to get it here. So we're able to get the previous sales here. So this is the 2007 sales. Previous year is 2006. So the sales is going to come here. Clear? So when you have it, the current month sales is this much, and the previous sales is this year sales, that is going to come here. So like that, you should be able to get previous year sales, previous quarter sales, previous month sales, whatever you wanted to get it. Only one thing you need to change, nothing else. What is one thing? So instead of a previous year, you have to use a previous quarter, and you must use what quarters here. So you have to use year number and drag and drop quarter number, and you should be able to drag and drop sales amount, and you have to create a measure, and with this, clear, and it will work like that previous month and previous day also. Clear? So these are very, very simple, not at all complicated. Clear? So calculate function is going to be used so to calculate by filtering something. It is going to be aggregating data by filtering something. So it is going to be filtering previous data, aggregating it, and whatever be the data it is getting, and it is going to be summarizing the data. The same data it is going to be showing it to you. Clear? So these are the functions that you can easily practice, and the syntax is here. You can easily practice them. And if you have any doubts, you can just tell me tomorrow. Okay, so that is what is called previous quarter, previous year, whatever you would like to have it. So for the quarter, you must use quarter number. For year, I have used only year number, right? So if you see carefully, I have used only year number, nothing else. But if you want to use a quarter, you have to drag and drop quarter as well here, right? Quarter and sales amount and the previous quarter sales. This is the one I have taken. So this is previous year sales, previous quarter sales. You drag and drop this. So you will be able to get what is the previous quarter sales. Like that, you will be able to get it very, very easily. Now, the next functions we have next day, next month, next quarter, something like that. Okay, so many times people are going to be asking, so this kind of a things, what is the sales happened now and next month or next day. So we have a function called next quarter, next year, next month, next day. These are very, very simple. So let me use one next year or next quarter, whatever you would like to have it, you can have it. If it is a next year means always you need to create a measure first, because all these are you first create a measures, then work with them. Clear? So if you wanted to create this next year sales, so you have to change only this option. So calculate sum of blah 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 next year. So the same thing you must use it so that you will be able to get it. Let me quickly go and go to the new page first and go to the dim time table. So what is that I would like to create? I would like to create next year sales. Okay, I would like to get the current year sales as well as next year sales. New measure. Always you need to create a measure because you're aggregating the data. So aggregating the data on the portion of the road or group of rows. Clear? You're not going to be doing for all the data. All the data means you need to create a new column. So now I create next year sales. Okay. Now we have to use calculate. Calculate is going to be using aggregation sum. What is that you would like to aggregate? Sales amount. Okay. Sales amount you need to aggregate, close the bracket, put comma, and I have to use next year, next quarter, next month, next day. I'm going to be using next year. So within that, you have to use a date. Okay, year and date. If you want to have it, you can have it. But I wanted to, you know, take it as optional. You simply give full date. Full date from coming from where? Coming from your dim date table. Clear? Okay. So quickly, let me take the table. Now bring this table here. I want to have year wise. So where is the year wise? You need to drag and drop. Go and drag and drop year wise here, and quickly go increase the border and style, flashy rows or whatever you would like to have. And the grid, I wanted to increase the font to not image 25. Now year wise, now sales amount, where is the sales amount available? In the sales table. Go to sales table, sales amount is available here. You will be able to get. But I wanted to get, what is that I would like to get it? I wanted to get dim date. So where is that? Previous year sales. Drag and drop. Okay. Now you could see the current year sales is this much, previous year sales is this much, current year sales is this much, previous year sales is this much. Okay. Like that, you should be able to get this kind of a data. Like that, you drag and drop a quarter, you should be able to get the current month data, current quarter data. Okay. You can write if condition and you can eliminate the rows, whatever you would like to eliminate, because you don't have any previous year, right? So if you want to eliminate something, you should be able to eliminate if you don't need. Otherwise, keep it as it is. Clear? So this is what is called, current
Sir,
year, current month, previous
we are
month, previous year.
next year
Yeah.
sales. I think here we are discussing next year sales, right? We are discussing
Oh,
about next
sorry,
year.
sorry, sorry, sorry. It is next year sales, right? Sorry.
Yeah.
Where is the next year sales? Yeah. Okay, so this is the current year sales and this is the next year sales. Okay, what is the next year sales? 65. Now this is the current year sales and what is the next year sales? 97. 97 is here. Okay, so you should be able to get what is the current year sales here. Next year is this. This sales will appear here. This is the current year sales. What is the next year sales? This will appear here. What is the current year sales? Current year sales. Next year sales is this. This will appear here. So you don't have a next year, so you're not able to get like this. Clear? So this is what is called next year sales. Thank you guys. Okay. Yeah. Now, so like that, you should be able to write for the next quarter. But when you're using next quarter, you need to drag and drop quarter. So I am only using year number, sales amount, and this one. But when you're working with the quarter, you need to drag and drop quarter. When you're working with next month, you need to have month number. Clear? So that is important. If you don't drag and drop month number, then we'll face the same issues which I faced earlier, right? So that is very, very important. When you're using year wise, you need to have only year. When you have month wise, you need to have the year and month. If you have the quarter, then year quarter. Clear? Then sales amount is common, and this you have to drag and drop it. That's what you need to do it. Now, the next function people are going to be using is same period last year. So people would ask you, Current year October sales is this much. Last year, what is the sales in October? That is what is same period last year. Okay. Current year quarter one sales is this much. Last year quarter one sales how much? Clear? Same period last year. It could be month, it could be day, it could be year, it could be quarter, it could be semester, it could be X or it could be Y. So I wanted to get current year sales, current month sales. Okay. And last year same month sales. Okay. Current quarter sales, last year same quarter sales, something like this. I wanted to use it. Now here same period means it could be quarter, it could be month, it could be year, it could be week, it could be anything. Clear? So calculate blah blah blah. We have to use a function called same period last year, and we are going to be using dim date, full date. These are very, very simple functions that you can have it. So I'm going to be using this. So same period last year, if you wanted to get it, now we'll see what is that we can do. Now go to next page and create a measure. Okay. Same period last year sales. That is the measure name. Same period last year. The period could be what? Period could be year, month, quarter, any period you take it. Same period last year. So that is what is the thing. So we must use calculate, then always we must use sum and sales amount. Okay, sales amount, and close the bracket and put comma. Many people will forget to close the bracket here. They'll come to me, sir, it is not working for me. So then you need to use full date. So full date coming from where? From this table, and you must close one more bracket here. That's it. Okay, so you should be able to create a same period sales. So I want to quickly go back and get the table. Now drag and drop like this. Now I want to take, so first year wise, quarter wise, something like this. So I take year wise. Okay, then I take a quarter wise. I would like to get like this. Now sales amount, I wanted to have it first. Then I want to have same year last year at sales, same period last year sales. Where is that? It is available here. It is created in customer. If you wanted to bring this to dim date, what you need to do? You have to click on this and you have to go to measure tools. Now home table is customer. I would like to bring that to dim date. That's it. So this is going to be moved to which now? It is going to be moved to dim date table, same period sales. Let me drag and drop. Okay. Let me go. Oh, I did not use a function, right? So what is the function I should use? Same period, and I have to use full date. Okay. So this is the one I have to use it. Okay. Now I want to go and increase the font. Okay. Create a border quickly. Now style some flashy rows and grade. Go here, make it to some 25. Okay. I can create. So current year and last year, I would like to check it out. Okay. Current year, what is the sales? You can see it. So current year, so it is a quarterly, right? Same period. I'm talking about same period, but but I have used a quarter wise data. So it is going to be giving you last year 2005 you have quarter 3 and a quarter 4, because we don't have quarter 1 and quarter 2. And here you don't have same period, because same period means 2005 quarter 1. I don't have data there. I don't have data there. It is a blank because 2005 quarter 1 is not available. Again, 2005 quarter 2 is not available. Now here it is going to be starting. So 2006 quarter 3, before year quarter 3, 1453. Have you seen this? 1453, 522. Now quarter 4 current year, quarter 4 this year. Okay, so this is what is called the same period last year sales. Clear? So that is how you should be able to have it. So instead of having this, you can also go in for example, let me remove quarter year. Okay, when I remove the quarter, it is going to be giving year wise same period last year. Okay, same period means this is the current year data and last year data is this. Okay, this is equivalent to previous year sales. Okay, so same period last year sales, okay, is equivalent to previous year sales, right? So always you will be able to get the same figures here because last year sales is this much. It is also telling me same period last year. Last year sales is data this much and this data also this much. So you can also use this option or you can also use this option. Okay, if you add a quarter number automatically, which is going to be bringing data for the quarters. Clear? You need not change anything. You need not write one more function. Simply drag and drop something like this. Quarter number, let me take it here and let me remove this. Now automatically same period last year data. So when you drag and drop anything, it is going to be giving. If you when you drag and drop month, then it is going to be giving month wise data. Same period, the last month data. Simply you go there, drag and drop month number. Okay, after quarter you should be able to get the month number. So let me drag and drop month number. So you should be able to understand. Let me have a slicer will not work. Okay, so you can say 2005 fourth month data is this much and 2006 and you can see fourth month. Okay, so the data you will be able to get it here. Fourth month data, fourth month, oh sorry, it is quarter data, right? So let me talk about a month here. So I'm talking about 2005 11th month data is this much. So 2006 you can go 11th month. Okay, 11th month you're getting 543,993. So it is 543,993. Like that, you should be able to verify. You need not create a multiple function. Same period last year means it can work for a year, it can work for a month, it can work for a day, it can work for anything. Simply drag and drop, automatically the data will get adjusted. We have only one function. You don't have same period last quarter, same period last month. It is not like that. It is only same period last year. So when you drag and drop, when you drag and drop anything, so automatically the data will get adjusted. It is going to be giving. So this is what I'm telling. So can I use above function current month sales with last year sales? You can use this and you can use also last year sales. It is going to be giving same thing. There is no problem at all. Clear? Previous year sales with same period last year sales. It is also be discussed, right? So many times the companies wanted to ask you what is the year-on-year growth. Okay, so how do you say year-on-year growth? For example, this is my data. Okay, so I wanted to know what is the year-on-year growth. Year-on-year growth means, let me go here. I have some data. So 2010 the sales is here. The sales 2010 the sales is 10 and 2011 the sales is 12 and 2012 the sales is 16, like this. So I wanted to get what is the growth rate year on year or month on month or quarter on quarter, like that. People would ask you percentage of growth, year on year growth. Okay, so you have to find out. if you want to find out the year-on-year growth, you have to get one more column. What is the previous month? Okay, previous year sales. Without that, you will not be able to get it. Okay, so this is a 10. So previous year we don't have. This is a previous year sales is a 10. So that we can get it here. Now previous year sales is a 12. So what we need to do, we have to create a formula. The formula is very simple. This, sorry, this is current year sales. Current year sales minus this divided by again current year sales into 100. So this is the formula. This is the formula. I think I have written wrongly. So okay, so this is the formula we have to make. Okay, what is it? Current year sales minus previous year sales divided by current year sales into 100. So that is the formula, year on year growth. Clear? So to get the sum of sales, we have to use a measure called sum of total sales, and we must use the previous year sales divided by total sales, sum of sales. So that sum of sales, what, year wise, then we are going to be using into 100. So this is what many times people are going to be asking. So let me create one measure. So let me go and create. I want to get year on year sales. Go to new measure. Let me create one measure first. So that is sum of sales, because we need this measure to be used. Sum of sales. How can we use sum of sales? It is a explicit measure. I'm going to be using sum and sorry, I'm going to be using sales amount. This is an explicit measure I'm going to be creating, sum of sales. Okay, so this one I'm going to be using to get the year on year sales. Okay, let me go to home, and so sum of sales, I have to move it to better. It is I need to move it to where? To the sales table itself. Okay, I don't want to have it here, but year on year growth I would like to create and use it here. Okay, so I would like to go and create year on year growth. Okay, let me go new measure. So percentage of year on year or month on month growth. Okay, so that is what is the formula. The formula is sum of sales. Okay, sum of sales minus previous year sales. We have created a measure, right? So use the bracket sum of sales and this one divided by current month sales, the current year sales, that is sum of sales. We have created a measure and into 100. Instead of giving into 100, the best option is, I'll tell you. So this is what is the formula. You don't create into 100, you create this first. Clear? So we have created this. Now I wanted to go to home and create a visualization. Now double click on this, bring this here. Now I wanted to drag and drop year on year sales growth, right? Now go here and take the month sales amount first. Okay. Now apply border. Now you go up style, flashy rows, and increase the grid so that you can see it very neatly. So I can have like this. Now we have this, but I wanted to know previous year sales as well. What is the previous year sales? So where is that option? Previous year sales is available here, so that you can bring it over here. Now I want to bring what is called as a percentage of year on year growth, right? So where is that? This is available here. Okay, so we are not able to get a percentage because when you go here, you should be able to click on this button so that automatically percentages will get calculated. Okay. So automatically percentages will get calculated on this. Okay. So since you don't have any previous year sales, you're not able to get it. And in 2006, the sales is 49% got increased. The next year, 33% got increased. The next year, it went off, minus growth. Clear? So like that, you can create a formula like this. So it is previous year sales, previous quarter sales, previous month sales. If you change only the formula here, remaining things will work. Clear? So this is what is called this one. So you can control this one because this is a something divided by zero, right? Something divided by zero, you don't get anything. You can control by applying if formula. So if we you can write like this, right? If uh, is null, something like this, is a blank or is zero, something like this, you should be able to write and control this. If you want to control this, you should be able to easily control so that you don't get this, because it is not able to give you the sales because sales amount for 2009 is there, but previous year is there. We cannot control something like this. Something is zero here. Here something is zero because previous year is zero here. So any value by zero, you don't get anything here, right? So this is also, it is not going to work. So all of them you can control by writing if blank. Lot of options we discussed, right? You can use one of the options and you can control these rows, and you can have year on year growth or year on month on month growth, quarter on quarter growth, like that. You should be able to create formula. Only thing is that you have to change, instead of previous year sales, previous quarter sales, previous month sales, so that it is going to work. Clear? So this is what is very, very important. The formula is current year sales minus previous year sales divided by current year sales into 100. Clear, guys? So these are the time intelligence functions. These are pretty much easy. You practice them. If you have any questions, we will continue in the tomorrow's class. Okay.